Oh my gosh! I have never had that happen to me before. I've always tried with red. There we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's a nice speckled trout. And we're on the board with the first keeper of the day from the docks. That right there is a gorgeous speckled trout, y'all. 16.5 inches. Right at the top of the mouth. Clickbait shrimp. Got those little bitty BBs, some rabbit fur, long whiskers to seal the deal and making them think that it's an actual bait fish. And over here we have our ice chest. Throw that guy in there. You want to make sure he's on ice. All right, nice catch right there. Hello everyone, welcome back to MDLR Fishing. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you're going to enjoy today's video. What we're doing right now is going after some speckled trout fishing community docks on Galveston Island here on the upper Texas Gulf Coast. Kick back, I hope you enjoy. Nice subtle twitches, keeping it inside the middle of the water column, maybe just below the surface at the start. Got to get them to think that it's a shrimp kicking its way through the water. This lure has BBs, so it does make a clanking sound. That's, I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but what they say is that the little clanking from the BBs is supposedly the sound that a shrimp makes whenever it kicks. Everybody swears by it, so I mean, scientifically, I honestly don't know. We'd have to put an underwater microphone and get some shrimp to start kicking around. Oh, we had one. Oh, we had one again. There we go. Got him this time. That's another speckled trout. It was a school. It's a very small guy, but it definitely was a school that we saw on the fish finder. Look at that. What we're gonna do is, actually I'm not even gonna back up. I know that there's a school right in front of those pilings. We got a big old bow in our line because of the wind, but because we're using braid, whenever they hit just like that, you can definitely feel them, whether there's slack in your line or not. And this guy's got a little bit of weight on him. That's another nice size. I mean, he's got some weight, but he's not going to make the size limit. Nice hook set. He was not going to get off. There we are. Hopefully we can weed through the little fellas and be able to put a keeper inside the bag. There we go. He feels like a cookie cutter. They're definitely very lively. All hooked in the top of the mouth. One after another. You can't beat that type of action. Get a little closer to the pilings. I'm feeling them nip at it. Those have got to be the smaller fellas. Oh, there we go. That one's got some weight. He took to the surface. I don't know. Let's see. Is he net worthy? Is he going to be a keeper? Oh yes, that is keeper number 2. Those bigger ones will tend to come up to the surface and shaking their head, doing that motorboat style technique to try to spit that hook on you last minute. And we're just gonna measure this guy just to be sure. Right at the top of the mouth. Boy, he's gonna be close. I think 15.5. Nonetheless, that's a perfect size for the pan. I don't ever claim to be a trophy hunter. And so if they are the legal size limit, the smaller, younger ones have that tender meat. And so it's usually gonna do good in the kitchen. Oh no, buddy. No, he's 14 3/4. We gotta let him go. He was almost there. We'll see you later. You gotta get a little bit bigger. But that's what I meant by weeding through the little guys. Usually they'll be the first ones to come attack your lure. But if you catch enough of them, it's just gonna leave the big ones left and they're like, all right, I'm gonna hit it. But I'm thinking it was just, you know, a random small school traveling throughout the docks, trying to see what they can pull off the pilings. And they see this shrimp imitation right here. And yeah, taking advantage of a quick, easy meal. And this guy's cookie cutter too. So we'll leave these guys alone. Let them continue fattening up for the winter time. All right, buddy. Thanks for being a good sport. We'll let you go. Not because you're a good sport, but because the state says so. Too small to keep anyways. I've bought sardines in cans bigger than that fella. There we go. That was a good bite. And he has not come up. Oh yeah, that is our keeper. Listen to him. Oh my gosh, he's trying to spit that hook. He's trying so hard, coming up to the surface. Come over here, baby. There we go. Definitely a keeper. Let's anchor ourselves. I mean, look what the hummingbird is showing us. Those big red lines on the finder. That's what the big fish are. Look at this guy. Another great keeper. Dinner is gonna be good tonight, y'all. We are blessed. Oh gosh, good catch. Clickbait shrimp putting in the overtime. Almost 15 3/4. Definitely a keeper. We're gonna hurry up and humanely dispatch this fella by spiking him in the brain. That way he's no longer suffocating and feeling any pain. It also helps to preserve the meat. Takes a little while to learn this method, but once you figure it out by following that lateral line right there, and here's the preoperculum, so right around here is where you want to go in and then stab the brain. He's gonna flare. There it is, right there. You see that? Puncture the brain cavity right there, and then he's dead. All right. Now that he's no longer feeling pain, we're gonna bleed him out and then sever all the nerve endings inside his neural canal and along the spinal cord. Help preserve our meat. And he's processed, ready to go. It's gonna be some of the best tasting meat that you've ever had. Right up ahead we have an oyster reef that is exposed, and during certain times of the tide you can see stuff like that. Very shallow West Bay Galveston is, and if you don't watch out, especially for power boaters, man, you can really do some damage to your props or the lower unit. And that right there tells me that our next spot is right inside here. Nice little bayou, so to say. I'm hitting some snags down there, and boy, oh boy, it feels like fish. Oh, okay, that's a thump. That is definitely a thump. Look at that. I thought it was a snag, y'all. And by the feel of it, I think it's a flounder. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, it's a flounder. Get up here. Oh, my gosh, dude. He's got some muscle. Oh, nice little keeper flounder right there. Out of season, so we can't really keep this fella. Oh, my gosh. Check this out, y'all. 2 flounder. Holy cow. 2 keepers in 1 cast. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot make this up. Get in the net, both of you. I don't even know who to get in the net first. That... I have never had that happen to me before. I've always tried with redfish, but this is the first time with flounder. 2 keepers, 1 cast. Man, you can't make this up. This is, oh, this is just great. A tandem bugs fishing hothead rig. It's a small little tiny shrimp that bounces on the bottom, and we get this fella right here. Holy cow, let's get him out. And I want y'all to see what he just spit up in the kayak too. Look what's inside our net. Let's put this away. Look at that. Shrimp. That's a shrimp tail. These guys are feeding on them. Look at that. A tandem bugs rig. Nice. Look at that. That is just great fishing right there. Let's get this guy off of the hook. Wow, gorgeous. That's the bigger of the 2 right there. In the drains. That's why I fish them. Definitely. Whew, my gosh, that is amazing.
Take me to the ruins, aquifers and springs, baby ferns uncurling, every living thing. Be to me a mother, both hands on the wheel. Show me faded color, fields of chamomile. All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it put back together. You could call it a vision or a tether. Take me to the jungle.
All the food prep is done, ready to go, y'all. What we're gonna do is take the speckled trout fillets that we've sprinkled them with the special seasoning. You're gonna saute that with a little bit of butter and some olive oil. And then this is gonna lay on top of a bed of linguine that's sauteed with minced shallots, garlic, capers, and the roasted red peppers. That's been about a minute and a half, somewhere around there, and we should be ready to go to flip. You can kind of see how they're already starting to turn a little bit white on one side. There we are. All right, the fillets are good to go. You don't want to cook them too long. That guy right there is already going to start to flake apart. Here we are. Yeah, they're flaking. Oh my gosh. Get a look at that, y'all. You got a little bit of the fish that's stuck to the bottom of the pan, and in order to release that, we're going to throw some white wine in there. Let's get the shallots. Start to caramelize these fellas. Same thing with the garlic. Smells really good. And get our roasted red peppers in there. A little bit more wine. Here we are. Now we're going to throw our capers. And then the last step that we're going to do is just add our linguine. That's coming together beautifully. All I'm trying to do is just coat the linguine so that it doesn't stick together. A little bit of sea salt, a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper. What a day, what an exciting day. Out there being able to catch those two flounder at the same time on one cast was the highlight of everything. And then this right here is just the icing on the cake. It's absolutely delightful. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Before I end, I want to throw a shout out to Jose. I'm going to leave his information in my video description down below. But he made this apron for me so that whenever I do cooks, and he also helped out my son with some direct transfer films, I believe is what it's called, so that Christian could make his t-shirts. But his info is going to be linked down below, so check him out if you're in the market for trying to find someone to produce any type of clothing or merchandise items. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, tight lines, y'all.